Now this is probably the most important position in a handstand to learn. See the shoulders forward, see the feet backwards, see this underbalance control. I can go between handstand and this position. It allows me to go down slowly, allows me to go up slowly into handstand. It allows me to move around and have a really big window of balance. So that's so important in our balance in our normal handstand, balance in our handstand when we want to do handstand push-ups, when we want to do presses, and we just want to control and have awesome consistency in the handstand. You need to become a master at that, and how we do it is we use the wall. So I'm going to show you today some different variations of how we can train that position. Now the most common way we do that is the toe pull drill. So we go up to the wall like this, externally rotate the hands slightly so I'm happy to take my shoulders forwards, watch the toes slide down the wall until the toes come off, and then I push up to handstand, and then I push through the fingers to go back to the wall again. Now most people when they do this, they're going to do this, they're going to do this, or they're going to do this, because they're scared of coming off the wall. And rightly so. If you go too far, you could backsplat. So this is their safety. This is the scary bit. So getting over that is a big thing, and obviously it's not going to happen overnight. So one way of doing it is you can have a friend here or a spotter, someone you trust, who they can go with you as you do the movement, or they can just be your second wall. So if you go too far, they can push you back again. So that's one way of doing it, and it's a great drill. The other way of doing it is back to wall. Now back to wall takes a little bit more control and a little bit more patience with the movement, because I need to come off the wall, past the handstand to that underbalance position, and then I pull myself back with the shoulders. So watch. So I kick up, my heels are against the wall. I'm not kicking off the wall, I'm going to push through the fingers, the heels come off. I go past the handstand. Notice the shoulders now have come forwards. That's what's stopping me of coming down, and I can pull back to the wall again. So that's controlling the underbalance. Now that looked like it was happening in slow motion, and that's how we need to do that drill, and that's why that one is actually much harder to do from a control point of view, but you will feel safer to do it. So you can play with both of those. They're very good wall variations of it. The other thing we need to do is just to start to get comfortable with taking the shoulders slightly forward of the hands. Again, a lot of people aren't conditioned to do that, and they'll tend to stick their hips out to go over instead of their shoulders. So some great drills for that. It's a great warm-up one that I love is this position, and then I'm just going to take the shoulders forward. See the shoulders have come forwards of the hands. Notice I've externally rotated, so I've taken my hands around the outside a little bit to come and allow the shoulders forwards and feel more comfortable in the wrists. So I'm just going to hold there for time. So I could hold there for 10 seconds there. 1, 2, 3. I can make it harder by lifting up. I could try and just promote as much push up and forwards in that direction. What we don't want to do is feel like we're collapsing. So just spend time there is a real good way of doing it. The other way to do that is actually in handstand. So we kick up to the wall, externally rotate again, nice and close to the wall to start with. Then I'm going to get the head out of the way. I'm going to take my shoulders to the wall and then back off again. So these wall leans, these trap free raises, whatever you want to call them, are really good to develop that upper back, top of the up here where the traps and shoulders are, to go open and close and get you really strong in that position. So that's another great drill to start to condition and strengthen that position. If you're already a little bit stronger in a freestanding handstand, you can hold for like 10, 20 seconds. You still need to develop that position. I can guarantee you're not strong enough there yet. Nobody is. We want to get more and more stronger there, more and more conditioned in that position. So we can still play with that back to wall and chest to wall version, but I can be in a freestanding handstand. I can take my head to the wall and back off again. So I'm flirting with that shoulder position, but I'm kissing the wall, so I have that target. I can do exactly the same this way around in that chest to wall position. If I'm controlled enough to have a freestanding handstand there, I can take my toes to the wall, kiss the wall, and come back again. So obviously that's pretty challenging to do that for repetitions and control, especially when you're talking, but a great drill if you already have that freestanding. And then we can hang out in the position. So we can literally kick up to there, try and put our head on the wall and hold there for time. Now this one's like a bit of a challenge. I wouldn't use it that often for lots of repetitions. I would use the chest to wall, toe pulls, and the back to wall version I just showed as your main working sets. But this one is good fun to play with it. That's probably not far enough away from the wall. Come back a little bit further. And now I had to put my head on the wall and I just hold there. So my head is very light on the wall. So I'm hanging out in that position with shoulders forwards. And then I can pull back on and off. You just want to feel strong in that position all the time. Now have a little play with those. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. Now I've just added a new online coaching option on my website that I'm excited about. So basically it's a follow along video, but it's individualized to you. So you tell me your goals, you show me videos of where you are on your progress towards your goals. I'll develop a program for you, but instead of a written program, I'm gonna video in real time me going through that program, and you can follow along. I'll give you instructions as we go. I'll show all the individualized exercises. So if you're interested in that, check out my website. I'll link it down in the description. And don't forget, I have the UK workshops in August. So if you're in that part of the world, check out the links down below as well. And I'll speak to you next time. Thanks, guys.